I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Clearly, there's a change that has happened in Bootleg Alley, which we can only call regentrification. Because now these bootlegs are all upscale and classy and not broken, and people give them different names and things of that nature. I'm pretty sure there's even an HOA now at Bootleg Alley because these guys look like HOA guys. Not just any figure can now enter Bootleg Alley, it would seem. Now there seems to be a process to see if the current upscale residents approve of a new resident of Bootleg Alley. And today, the new residents of Bootleg Alley are here to pass judgment on this figure here, the Max Flash, which of course is the amazing Yamaguchi Flash, but the Max, not ACT Toys or any of that nonsense. This is just the Max, which as I often say, is probably just some kind of factory reject. But we shall see how this one measures up and if it passes muster to hang out at this new Bootleg Alley, or will it be relegated to the old Bootleg Alley with my old broken figures, who I miss, quite honestly. Let's say we bust this guy open, see what he's all about. And here goes the Max Flash, looking very amazing Yamaguchi-ish, or looking very good too. Surrounded by all of his accessories, of which he has a ton. 4 faceplates, a whole Ziploc bag full of hands, more speed force effects than you can shake a stick at. I don't know, this thing, which I think moves his eyes around, and the stand, which is missing a piece. But, let's say we take a look at the Max Flash. Well, step 1 in the HOA questionnaire for the new Bootleg Alley is, what are you bringing to the table? Well, the Max Flash passes that one. He's bringing a lot to the table as far as accessories, so nobody's going to have to be lending him anything. If step 2 or question 2 of the HOA questionnaire is, how do you look? This guy, just standing right here, he he looks fantastic. He looks fantastic. A lot of that is the lights. I will give it that. He looks way better under this light setup than he does to the eye. I mean, the light just catches everything and accentuates everything. He looks pretty good to the naked eye too. Step 3, of course, is, are you broken, Mr. Bootleg, Mr. Replica, Mr. Knockoff? Well, let's see how he moves. Let's see what kind of movement do we have for my guy. Good knee movement, good double jointed knees. Like I say, with my usual bootleg amazing Yamaguchis, the knees are usually the first to go, followed by the hips. But these seem to be doing pretty good. Pretty good. And they're smooth. Just a note. I decided to heat him up a little bit because he was a little stiff. And while heating up his midsection, something smoky fell off. I don't know what it was. I think I inhaled it, and I think maybe some kind of carcinogen. But then, I kind of enjoyed that smell too. So anyway, just, it's been a good run, just so you know. So many points of failure for an amazing Yamaguchi. It's amazing that any of them ever pass quality control. Good foot movement. Let's see what we got for an ab crunch there. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's an amazing Yamaguchi thing, but he moves forward pretty good. He moves back pretty good. the side while exposing gaps in his body. He moves to the side. He turns pretty good. And if you're the Flash, you gotta be able to turn. If you're the Flash, you gotta be able, well, you really only have to strike a running pose, but you gotta be able to do some things if you're the Flash. Let's see how these shoulders moving. Typical Amazing Yamaguchi shoulders. They seem to move pretty good. The big old ball joints. Of course, he has double jointed elbows, which move good. He has these typical Amazing Yamaguchi rather large butterfly joints, which move very good. Lots of holes in him to stick what I'm guessing are speed force effects. we're gonna try to put some of those in. But yeah, he's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at that face of his, the stock face. It looks pretty basic. I mean, that's a basic face. It looks like looks a lot like Captain America's face. But let's say we try to put on another one of these faces that he has. And here goes Barry's angry face. And the other ones are, this is like Barry's side-eye face, eyebrow-cocked face. This one is, I don't know what that is, Barry. I don't know what Barry's doing there. I don't know. That's Barry's I've had one too many faces. I don't know what that is. And this is, that a happy face? I was just saying that I was just thinking that Barry Allen is pretty good-natured. He should have a happy face. But this isn't like a happy face for a happy person. This is a happy face for a crazy person. But yeah. So let's say we try to put on some of these myriad of Speed Force effects. Let's see how that works. Okay, this took a long time to do. I mean, really, it took a long time to put all these effects on for old Barry Allen. But you gotta admit, it looks ridiculous, but it looks ridiculously wonderful. You know, I'm always looking for reasons why these things might have been rejected. It certainly was with the joints and all of these effects, while they were a pain in the ass to put in. I think I did find a flaw. So his flash symbol comes out. So you can put this flash effect in. And this thing does not want to stay in. It's a minor thing. It is truly a minor thing, because I don't know how many people are going to display him with this flash effect, except maybe me, because I really do like it. But I can see where you can be like, you know, hey, this failed quality control, this doesn't stay in. And but yeah, this is Barry with all of his effects, and this is what it looks like from the back, plugging him in. I think he has more holes to plug in other effects. He has this thing here, which I think is a running slowdown effect. It looks like a foot peg there. I'm thinking that's a foot peg. And I don't know what exactly this is for, but it looks like it has a piece of his costume on it. Okay, yeah, that looks great. I do like it, man. Hey, what is there not to like about this thing? I guess a lot, probably, but not for me. And here goes the Max Amazing Yamaguchi Bootleg Flash, or replica, or knockoff, whatever you want to call them. I think the HOA questionnaire, this guy passes. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly wrong with this guy. The only problem with this guy, if you don't like this figure, is because you don't like Amazing Yamaguchi figures, which is understandable. It is an acquired taste. But his quality is pretty much top-notch. And that is saying something for a bootleg knockoff replica Amazing Yamaguchi, because usually something goes wrong with these. but this one seems to be pretty good in every category. I think, one of the risks of the bootleg game is that I might get a good one and you might get a crappy one. There's no guarantees in this, but today I got a good one, and a real good one. And he is something to look at. Actually, he's pretty hard to take your eyes off of.